Happy Friday, everybody. Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for Back to the Basics. It has become my favorite video to film each and every single week, and it's because it's not all about me. That's why I love it so much. So today we are going to get an update from Briana. I'm super excited to let you guys know what she's been up to for the last week. And then also, you guys, if you haven't figured it out already, I was on vacation. That's why you didn't see my spending last week. So we have 2 weeks of spending to go through. We need to unstuff my wallet, decide what we're doing with the money that's left. We also need to restuff my wallet. And because my budgeting basic in my budget right now, my main goal is to pay my mortgage off. We're going to do a tiny bit of savings challenges at the end, just so that I can add a little bit more money to that goal. So let's go ahead and hop into this.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good.
Look at who came to say hello, you guys. This is Loki. Doesn't he look so handsome after being groomed? I had to print off Brianna's budget so that we can do her update. I'm so excited. I know you guys are going to love it. But look at how silky and soft he is. He's not very comfortable being on camera. He's camera shy. All right. Since we're waiting for that, come here, Zeusy. Come here, Zeusy. Let's give you guys an update. I don't show these guys enough on my budgeting channel. So here's Zeusy. And look at, he's soft and silky too. And I think Athena is the best one for not being as camera shy, but I don't know. She's pretty shy too. Are you gonna look at the YouTube people? She just has to prove me wrong, doesn't she? So she has got her little bow in her hair. If you love seeing the Yorkies, you want to make sure and watch my Vlogmas over on Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307, because they are featured quite a bit because they are a lot of my day-to-day. I mean, who doesn't love this? Look at this sweet girl here. All right, you guys, as soon as this is done printing, we'll get started with Brianna's update. All right, everybody. I think the printer is done. It keeps being stupid and making me restart. So we have got Brianna's budget printed out for December 12th. Now, as a reminder, if you are not familiar with Brianna's story, she has a payday every 2 weeks. Sorry, words are hard sometimes. So every 2 weeks. So the budget that I'm going to share with you guys right here is from 12/12. That means she's only 1 week into her 2-week budget, but she gave us an update, and the update is absolutely amazing. So 12/12 budget is up here so that you see that the amount that we budgeted was $4,144. Also, you see down at the bottom, the end total was a negative $76.59 by the time everything was said and done. And now Brianna knew that she was going to have some overtime. And so I'm going to share with you guys exactly what she told me. I'm going to read to the email that she sent me just yesterday to give me an update on her budget. And I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So she says, my bonus was paid out this week as well as overtime. So the pay that came in was $6,132. So almost $2,000 extra. That is huge. Still no child support. But the kids did pay what they were supposed to. And that's her young adult children that, like mine, pay for their own cell phones and stuff. They're just on my plan. And then she said all of the bills due the pay period have been paid. So she paid all the bills that are listed right up here. I forget that it's here so you guys can't see my fingers. So right up here, she's paid everything that's on there in addition to the electric. And it's $380.24. She says, I hate cold weather and higher bills. For the cash amount, she took the $1,100. You look at the budget, it says $1,100 for the envelope / digital. She took the $1,100, and so far, she still has $725 left, but I need to buy pet medication and food, so that will be used soon. And then next, she is going to tell us some exciting news. Are you guys ready for this? And if you can hear something in the background, that's Loki. Now he's going to stop. He was out there playing or something and growling and chasing his ball. So the exciting part for Brianna is she says, due to the bonus and extra pay, she paid off Care Credit, Sunbit, Home Depot, Affirm 3, Affirm 2, and $200 to Credit 1, number 2. That's right. So I need to go through her debt snowball tracker that I printed off right here, so that we can see what this means right here. So she paid off Home Depot. So paid She paid off Sunbit, paid. Care Credit, paid. Woohoo! And then we also have a firm number 3 and a firm number 2. So paid and paid. And she paid $200 to Credit 1. Wow. So 5 more debts paid off. So you guys, I printed this out so that I would have a visual. And I want to show you guys. So in the beginning, so this is this month's, but when she first started, we had how many pages? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 pages of debts. So far in Brianna's journey, she has paid off a firm number 4, Ulta credit card, Capital One Quicksilver, a firm number 7, Indigo, a firm number 5, Lowe's credit card, Milestone credit card, a firm number 6, Home Depot, Sunbit, Care Credit number 1, a firm number 3, a firm number 2, and $200 to Credit 1 number 2. So that means we've got 2 pages of debts that no longer exist. These 2 pages right here, that's 12 debts on those 2 pages gone. And then on this page right here, we've got 2 more gone. So that's 14 debts gone out of her life. Hopefully never to come back again. So a huge round of applause for Brianna. And she also had some other things that she was able to do with the bonus money as well. And she says we had dental bills for the kids of $188.60, which she paid. She also had more medical for her own issue. That was $199. And she says that she hopes she's going to start healing up soon so that she doesn't keep having this medical money go out. However, because she has had the medical money going out, she said the money that's left over from everything that she paid, she did stash some aside and has got it for medical expenses. And so she said, depending on if things stop going wrong, I will pay off more debt with it. But for now, I need a cushion. And you guys, as we've talked about in multiple videos, what matters is that you are comfortable with what you are doing. We're all different. Our debt stories, our income stories, our struggles, our successes are all different. So that's what's most important. But for right now, she said, at least there are less debts now. I cannot wait until there are not as many payments needing to be made. I mean, you guys, she's 14 payments down. Do you guys want to help me and congratulate Brianna down below? Let's help cheer her on, right? That's what today is about. Going back to the basics, helping others through their journey. And I hope that by sharing this with you and by Brianna opening up her life to you guys and to me, that she is helping to inspire you guys to start your journey, to continue your journey, to finish your journey, to start a new journey, whatever journey you are on. So congratulations, Brianna. I think that you have made amazing strides this week, and I am so happy that you have got 14 less debts to pay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and flip this around. Let's talk about my spending because, of course, you guys know one of the first basics of making a budget is tracking your spending. And we're also going to work towards my goal by doing some savings challenges for my mortgage. All right, you guys, be right back. Here we are on my weekly spending tracking. We are rolling all the way back to Saturday the 6th. And I do have to admit to you guys that when I did my weekly spending for the first week, I was actually in Mexico here. So I put no spends, okay? And I put them all onto this Saturday right here. So just trying to keep it real for you guys. I needed to get that video out. And, you know, it is what it is when you go on vacation. So for this week, you're going to notice there's a ton of no spends. And that's because we were in Mexico this entire time at an all-inclusive resort. Now, no spends. We do not consider tip money that we've saved to pay to waitresses, to maids, to bellboys, to cocktail waitress, bartenders, whatever. We don't consider that part of the spending because I don't keep track, you guys. I don't keep track of how much I tip people. So on Saturday the 6th, what I'm saying that we paid, we had to pay some dock fees. What this was for our scuba diving. We were staying at one resort, but scuba diving at another resort. So in order for the scuba boat to come pick us up, they had to pay a fee to the dock. And actually, because we scuba dove in the afternoon, this was just the fee for them to drop us off. And then we stayed at the Occidental, all-inclusive in Cozumel. Great resort, very, very affordable. Don't expect 5 stars because you're not paying 5-star prices, but it is an amazing resort. So $70, this is like the environmental fees and everything that you have to pay. Aces, this is the restaurant at the Dallas Fort Worth Hyatt Airport that we stay at. The airport. We don't stay at the airport. We stay at the hotel. But you guys get what I'm saying. We went to dinner that night. And if you watch my Vlogmas, you'll see that we shared a steak, some mushrooms, mac and cheese. Shannon got a sandwich. And we had an appetizer. Absolutely amazing. $115. That was food and vacay. We're counting that as. Albertsons, $15 food. This was for Tums. Yep, you guys, it was for Tums. And then we went to Starbucks in Albertsons, $46. So that is all the spending that we had for the entire week. That was $263. I've already moved money and changed it around for this week. But let me show you guys the paper that I did, because I did this after we got back from vacation. So right here you can see for food, we spent $76, $24 we rolled over into this week that we're going to cash out. $50 Prepper Pantry, we sent it to debt. $50 for my car, we sent it to car. For me, I rolled over my money. We rolled over the pay it forward money, and we went ahead and did the fun and miscellaneous. That went to the vacay, right? Like the money we had spent. $50 we put into our home. So that's where we're at for this week before. Here is the current week right here. Oh, I need a no spin sticker. Today is Friday the 19th. I have not left my house. I do not plan on leaving my house. If you watch my Vlogmas for today, you'll see that it snowed and I was out there shoveling snow. So let me get a no spin sticker. And I have been trying very hard to not drink as much sugar, even though, again, if you watch my Vlogmas, you'll see I had a chai yesterday and a hot cocoa, but shh, don't tell anybody. So Saturday the 13th, this is when we're coming back home from Mexico. So aces again. Shannon didn't want dinner this night, so it was just Bridger and I. We got a free appetizer. So we had the same appetizer we had when we came through. They were brisket nachos, and they were unbelievable. Starbucks we had at the airport in Cozumel. Delish. We had 2 different expenses at the duty-free store in Mexico. I got some chocolate and some Kahlua for myself, and my husband, for one of his coworkers, got him some cigarettes. So $125 here, got paid back from that friend for the cigarettes because it's so much cheaper. That's what we spent. Then on Sunday, we were back in Jackson, and my father-in-law picked us up, and so we bought McDonald's for Shannon, Bridger, me, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and my husband's uncle. And so $64 at McDonald's. And you guys, I went to McDonald's for the Grinch Happy Meal, the adult Happy Meal. Jackson doesn't even have them. I was so sad. I figured we wouldn't have them because I've been seeing them all over, but I wanted them. No spend on Monday. On Tuesday, I went to the store. I got a gallon of milk and one other thing, but I can't remember. So $6, and I got a chai tea. Wednesday, I didn't leave the house because it was so windy. There were places in Wyoming, I can't remember where it was, maybe Smoot, Wyoming, that the wind was so high that it could be classified as a Category 4 hurricane, I think is what I saw. Really crazy. Blown over semis everywhere. So I didn't leave that day. Yesterday, I did leave the house. It was much nicer. I went and got food. So I got $139 in food, but that money is coming out of food and Prepper Pantry. I fueled up my car. I got a chai tea, and I found $1 in my change for my car from my chai tea. So we spent $567 for the week. So that is our weekly spend, and that's week 3. So now we're moving on to week 4. And week 4 starts tomorrow. So we need to cash out my wallet. We need to swap it around. So I've got new money for starting tomorrow. So let's go ahead and grab out our paper here and talk about what we spent for the totals. Let me make sure you guys can see me here. Oh, see, I would have been too high. And we've also got my wallet because we need it. And we've got money for the next week. So right here for food, we had $124 because we rolled some money over. I can tell you that we spent $174. That's right, everybody. Did we spend $174? I think so. Now I'm starting to doubt myself because I calculated this and I think I added it all up as $174. Okay, which makes ending balance -50. Okay, this number is correct. We spent more on food, but 50 of it was planned for Prepper Pantry. And so we're just going to have to roll over this negative. And so what's going to happen, you guys, is I'm immediately going to pull the 50 from next week's money to cover it. And so Prepper Pantry, we did spend $50 of that as well. So nothing left there. For my car, I did get some gas. So $35 and $15. I'm just going to go ahead and roll over this money because next week I'm planning on going out of town. And I might be going twice, so I need extra gas money. Me, I only spent $15, you guys. Look at what happens when you limit your chai run. So 103 left over. We're just going to roll that over. Pay it forward. We haven't spent any of that, so 30. So we're just going to roll that over. And guess what? We didn't spend anything in these two categories, so we're just going to go ahead and roll those over as well. So now we need to pull the wallet out, make sure that it does match. Now, of course, I've got some money that needs to go to the bank, and that's at the very back. And so let's grab these out right here to make sure, because we're going to have to put new money in there. And so we don't have anything go into anything else, so everything should just be rolling over. And so, of course, for our starting balance, one thing that we're going to do is, obviously, we have to take these and add money into them. So let's go ahead and take our week 4 money that has been sitting in the safe, and we are going to go ahead and put this money in. And, okay, so I keep saying and. I apologize, you guys. It's because I'm thinking. So this is 1220. I don't even know if you guys can see where I'm writing. I'm sorry if you can't. So 1220 to 1226, and I should have already written these down. You'd think I would have all of these memorized in the order they are supposed to be written down. But you know me, here keeping it real with you guys. Sometimes I wonder, and I think I like looking more because I don't want to make a mistake and, you know, just mess up my sheet because I don't want to. And I actually know these. Okay. So the amounts that get added into the wallet for this. So food gets $100. We're going to go ahead and just add the money in. And then I'm not going to put the $50 into the Prepper Pantry envelope because we're going to take that back. And I don't want to have to take it back again. We've got $50 going into the car. And we had some money left over. We've got my money. We've got $40 going into my money. Hopefully this makes sense for you guys. Sometimes it makes sense in my brain, and I think I understand it. And then there's other times where I don't even understand myself, which is why I had to look and make sure I did the right thing with the food money. And then, of course, fund and miscellaneous is going to get 25, and home is going to get 25. Now, let's go back to the totals that we started with. So right here, we have a negative 50. We can't roll over a negative 50. That's not how that works. So we're going to go ahead and take the Prepper Pantry 50, and we're going to move this to the back to pay for the food. So our starting balance for Prepper Pantry is technically $0. For food, we've got 100. And what that means, you guys, is when I go shopping this next week, I just need to mind my P's and Q's. We've got plenty of food. I need to stop spending so much dang money on food. Any of you guys feel that way? So car has now got $65 in it. And for me, let's see, what do we have in here? So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 143. That one looked awful, you guys. 143. Pay it forward has 40. And fun and miscellaneous should have 50, and home should have 50. 50 and 50. Perfect. And then, like I said, we've got money going to the bank. So this is money that I'll be taking to the bank. So you can see all the money that I've been spending. I just move it back. That is what works for me. Now, I like to do the bigger bills so that I have less bills in my wallet. And I can tell you guys that because I do my savings challenges, if I need to make money to move or make change to move money around, I can do it very easily. So that is where we're starting. So 50 and 50. And sometimes I add these up and sometimes I don't. So we've got 100, 65, 143, 40, and 250s. So 448 is what that week is starting out with. And we do have 5 weeks. That's the way that I budget it this time. So we do have 5 weeks. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and reset. Let's do some savings challenges, work towards our goals, and then we'll call it a Friday. All right, we're going to do 3 different things today. We're going to do Shut the Box. We're going to do Janelle Ray Budgets, her Hot Cocoa Challenge. And we're going to work on It's Beginning to Cost a Lot Like Christmas. I don't like wasting things. And so obviously I've been working through this one for quite some time. So I want to get some of these finished up. All of this money is going to be going to mortgage. And I don't have a set amount. I just have an idea of how many times I want to play each game. I want to do 2 Shut the Box rounds. And I need dice for that, I guess. And these red ones from my mom's house are just... they've become my favorite. And let's see. Let's do purple. We don't have purple yet. And of course, as always, we say no whammies, no whammies. Big bucks, big bucks. Let's get rolling. So we've got a 7. Can you hear Zeus? He's over there trying to make the bed comfortable. We've got 11. We're going to do 8 and 3. These Yorkies are so silly. So 8 and 3 there. No whammies, no whammies. Big bucks. So we've got a 4. I would love to shut the box 2 times today. Play it 2 times, shut it 2 times. If you've never played Shut the Box before, what shutting the box means is that we color in everything with the same color. A 9, perfect. So we've got 5, 2, and a 1. So we can roll a 5, a 2, a 7, a 6. That's what we need. Oh, we got an 11, so way too big on that one. So we need $8. So let's go ahead and grab out $8. And I just have my money sitting here. I don't have a fancy little tray or anything. And I might regret that because it is going to take me a little bit longer to pull stuff out. But hey, it's okay. And I do want a little sticky note because you guys know me. I love to keep track of things as I do them. And Shut the Box is not done yet, obviously. But we're going to do Shut the Box, Cocoa, and Christmas. Then we're ready. My S's sometimes do not look like S's. And I think I've got a paper cut on my finger right here when I was getting savings challenges out. All right, you guys, that's neither here nor there. So we've got $8. So let's color these in. And one more round. And this one, we're going to shut it. I know it. It's time. I've played way too many times to not have shut the box. Okay, we're going to go with this orange right here. I think this is the orange that I always think is going to be prettier than it is. All right, no whammies, no whammies. Big bucks. Okay, we got a 7. And I guess it's not awful color, but okay, 7. What is your guys' favorite color? Would love to know. My favorite colors, my favorite color is purple, as always, but teal is very, very close behind it. All right, so 12. So 9 and 12. And it is funny because for my tattoos, if you look at the color of my tattoos, I have got a lot of that color on there. And of course, for this tattoo that you guys see so much, we've got the purple and the teal, but that is the suicide prevention colors as well. So it's not just on there because it's my favorites. So it does have that meaning. And for my mom's tattoo, just in case you guys didn't know, it's got yellow because that's her favorite color. And then purple and teal are my favorite colors. All right, 3. Oof. All right, you guys. I forgot to say no whammies, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. All right, all we can roll now is a 6 or an 8 to stay alive. A 6 or an 8. Ooh, we got an 8. Okay, we need to roll a 6, you guys. So 6 and under, you can roll 1 die. Okay, do you think we can roll a 6 again? Ah, 4. Dang it. Okay, $6 there. But hey, that's an extra $6 to our mortgage to help us reach our goal. So $6. 5 and 6. Okay, so shut the box. What do we have? 10, $14. So shut the box, $14 today. And this is why I didn't pull out an amount, because I didn't want to pull out like $100 or $200 and take a really long time. I know that I want to go ahead and finish this row right here. I forgot to grab out the right markers. I like to use my wet erase markers on these because they wash off very well compared to the permanent markers. Stop! And so we're going to roll 3 times. And I got to remind myself how to play this one right here. So it says, roll the dice to see which topping you will save. Write the amount you save on a hot chocolate. If you roll a wild times 2, your next roll. And if you roll the everything, if you roll a wild times 2, your next roll. And if you roll the everything, add +3 to your next roll. All right. So we got a caramel. We talked about this, right? Caramel, $4 there. Oh, we got the wild, so we need to times 2 our next roll. And that's whipped cream. Whipped cream is 5, so we need to do 10. And we got candy cane. Candy cane is 2. Isn't that a fun game? I like that one. All right, so hot cocoa, we've got $16 for that one. Let me go ahead and, how about we put back $4, you guys? What do you think? Put back 4 and grab a 20. Work smarter, not harder. I try to do that, but sometimes I'm just not smarter. Sometimes the struggle is real, especially this time of year. All right, so for this one right here, we've got the elf that has skin problems that needs to be finished colored. And we're just going to color him very, very quickly so we can say we did with some colored pencils, because his skin problems were created by the markers. So we don't want to flare up his skin problems anymore. So to color this one right here, his hat is $3. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is on there. And this book is available, of course, on my Etsy shop, and I believe in my website. Now, I will let you guys know, next year is going to be a rebuilding year for me, where I amp up my website and start to create more new products, because this year just felt like it was a hot mess the entire year. So we've got $3 plus $1 for this part of his hat, so $4. And so I'm excited for the new year and the ideas that I have coming up. And this certainly is not my best coloring, but hey, you know, it is what it is, right? So we've got 4 and we've got $1 for his pom-pom, so that's $5. And the rest of that doesn't have anything. So we're going to go $5 for the elf with skin problems. And he is done. And then we've got 'Tis the Season to Give. And we've got 2 presents to scratch off. So we're going to go ahead and scratch those off. And we've got $4 there. And $3 there. So $7. Man, that was a $25 challenge. And we just had 7. So 5 plus 7. Let me keep this off to the side so we can keep track of it. So $7 more. These 5s are brand new, and so they're fabulous, but they're a pain in the butt when it comes to pulling money out. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, we've got some roll and saves here. Okay, roll and saves. Let's grab a dice, and we've got our marker right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I say let's go for it. What do you guys say? All right, so we've got 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 5 is 16, plus 1 is 17, plus another 1 is 18. So another 18. We're going to put these 2 back and grab a 20. So we are doing another $30 thanks to this book. I'm going to go ahead and pull that 2 off of there because we don't need it anymore. Those ones are done. So we'll continue working through this book. We might do it on our daily games. Like this one still needs a whole bunch. Right? That's a $105 challenge. So that's a big challenge. So we'll keep working through that one. Set that off to the side. And so we said $30 for Christmas. So $30 for Christmas. And so I think, what is that? 60? Yeah, $60 today, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and swap these 5s for another 20. So $60 for the mortgage. And you guys, I just did an update for the mortgage total. I'll go ahead and add these in. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday and a blessed weekend. And if you are one of my YouTube members, there will be a YouTube member only video up tomorrow. So stay tuned. All right, you guys, have a great day. And remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.